Good morning, welcome to my YouTube vlog. I'm running in Texas right now. Today I'm going on a long run, if I can make it that long without like dying of heat exhaustion. I'm running on a little like walking biking trail, and it's great because there are lots of water fountains and it feels very safe. Cold water has never felt so good. I wanted to officially introduce this video, explain a little bit what is going on, and just give you guys some context. So the National Association of School Nurses has a national conference every year, and it's held in a different state every year. This year it is in Austin, Texas, and my mom got to go for free. And so back in, I think it was April or March, my mom decided she was gonna go, and then I kind of wanted to piggyback on her travel trip, and she said I could go if I paid for my own tickets. So I did. I took the same flight as her, and I'm just staying with her in the hotel room, and it's been pretty fun. Obviously there's not much to do here in Austin, Texas, because it's a city, so like there's a lot of places to eat and there's a lot of places to go shopping, but there's no coast and there's no mountains, stuff like that. What I've been doing every single day so far, which I've only been here for like 1.5 days, is I've just been going to the pool. I'll go on a run in the morning, and then I'll go to the pool and I'll hang out by the pool until my mom is finished with her daily conferences, and then we'll just like go out for dinner and walk around the city a little bit. Kind of boring. We're usually back in the hotel room and in bed by like 8 or 9, so like grandma trip, but it's been fun to just spend time with my mom. And I love to travel. I don't get a ton of opportunities to travel, or at least I didn't when I was younger in middle school. And so I like to grab every opportunity I can to travel so that I can like see different states. And especially going into college, I feel like it's helpful to have traveled and like see maybe different areas where you would want to go to school, or you would want to work, or you would want to live in the future. My takeaways from Austin is that it's very walking and running and biking friendly. There's lots of e-bikes and e-scooters, which we've been using. And I've been going on runs, and there's definitely a lot of sidewalk space. Like it's a safe spot to run and walk and bike, which I love, pedestrian friendly. And then there's also lots of like trash bins on the side of the road and water fountains, which I really love because there's spots to throw away trash, which means there's not as much litter around the city. And then it is so hot, and so I've been needing those water fountains on my run, so I really appreciate that. There are definitely a lot of homeless people around, which is sad, but I understand. Just because the climate is warm all year, it's kind of fit for people who don't have homes. There's lots of restaurants, there's lots of shopping. There's not many activities, but like I said, I've just been hanging by the pool, so I've been content. I think I'm not a city person. I think I always love the coast, or always love like nature more than I love the hustle and bustle of the city. And while the city is fun, and it's fun to see different types of people, and it's fun to see all the different foods, it's fun to see like different jobs, I love the nature a little bit more. I like the tranquility of just like the coast and mountains and trees and more greenery. But Austin really is a beautiful city. Like you saw on the run, the clips, there's lots of nature. So yeah, it's beautiful and it's been fun. Today is Friday, June 27th, and I arrived here on Wednesday. So I've had one full day yesterday, and I think this vlog is going to be maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Friday, Saturday, depending on how it's going, how I'm feeling, what we're doing. It is unfortunate, I'm on my period. It's really light right now. It like started today, and I keep telling myself I'd rather be on my period now than be on my period in the Dominican Republic, which I'm going to next week. So it's fine. I'm just trying to roll with the punches here, but man, being on my period is a little bit annoying. It is about 10 a.m. right now, and I'm going to have some breakfast. I went on my run. It was 6 miles, and I went on those trails that I was showing you, which they're literally so beautiful, and I'm so happy that there's like safe spots to run nearby, because every day so far I've just been running there, and I don't need to stress out about the route because I can just go there and back, and it's super easy to like figure out. And I definitely feel safe because there are lots of people running and walking and biking. I'm never like alone on the path, and I'm especially never alone with just one other person, which can be a little like unsettling for a woman, I feel like. Yeah, like lots of women running and walking and biking, but like lots of men too, but I just never felt like alone or cornered in any way, which is great. Yesterday I did see a bare butt when I was on that path. Someone was naked, but that's besides the point. I'm going to have some breakfast and journal, and then I don't really know what the day will hold. I'll probably go down to the pool because it's supposed to be nice and warm and sunny today. Today for breakfast, I'm just having a classic. It's just yogurt and banana.
We're going line dancing.
Good morning. It is now Saturday. This is my last full day in Texas, which is kind of sad, but this trip has been so fun, and I'm excited for the next trip to go out of the country to visit my sister. But I still have a full day left, and then I have about half of Sunday to do some fun things and have fun. I woke up like a half an hour ago, and I did Duolingo, and that's all I've done so far today. I think I'm going to opt for a treadmill run this morning because I'm getting a later start and I really don't want to like die in the heat, and I think I want to go visit a park today, so I figured I'll run inside quickly and then I'll get ready and maybe scooter and go for a walk around this park. It's supposedly really pretty, and my sister had some friends that went to college in Austin, and they sent that as like a recommendation for something to do or just something to see. So I want to look at it and look around. It seems really pretty from like the Google images that I've seen so far. Line dancing was very fun last night.
this boy asked me to dance. I don't know how old he was, and I don't know his name. We didn't get that far in the conversation. But basically, if you see in the video, like, I was not dressed up. Like, pretty much everyone there was, like, dressed up in a cute outfit. I was wearing, like, a purple Life is Good shirt and black gym shorts. And I had on Hoka's, and I had on my Garmin, and my hair was just in, like, a regular high ponytail. Like, I just looked super, like, average Claire. And so he asked me to dance, and then we started dancing. And he was like, "Are you a runner?" And I was like, "Oh, gosh, like, I just can't break this stereotype." And I was like, "Yeah, I am." Like, obviously, I guess from my appearance, he could tell. And then he was like, this was as we were dancing across the dance floor. He also was, like, teaching me how to dance, too. Like, he was like, "Take shorter steps." And I was like, "I got you, king." Anyways, he was like, "Have you ever run a marathon before?" And I was like, "No." And I think he was older than me because he was like, "I just ran Austin Marathon. Have you ever ran Austin Marathon before?" And I was like, "No, I'm not from here." Like, but it was just funny that we were talking about running as we were dancing. And we messed up a little, but it was fun, and he was nice. Anyways, time to start my day.
I finished running and I went back to my hotel room, chatted with my mom a little bit, had yogurt and a banana, and then I showered and got ready. Now I'm on the elevator. I'm about to go find an e-scooter and I'm going to go visit Zilker Park.
Yeah, send a video, but I just take a little video. Hey Levi, we're in a driverless car. This is so weird. I'm trying.
Wow. We're driving home from my trip to the park. That was a little bit stressful, and we're taking a driverless car, and it's crazy. I don't get how it works. It's wild. Hello, YouTube. I've kind of been a horrible filmer today. Basically, I went on my treadmill run and did a little bit of weights at the gym in the morning. And then I went to a park, Zilker Park, and I've noticed me being here. I don't know if it's like a city or if it's because I'm away from home or if it's because I'm on my period, but I've just felt very anxious these past few days. Like, when I first got to Austin, the first run that I went on here, I actually felt very safe. And I was like, okay, this is good. This is very pedestrian friendly. Like, I feel like I can run here safely and walk here safely. And every day since then, I've just been getting increasingly anxious and I've felt increasingly unsafe. And not like anything specific has happened. I just have felt very anxious, like, I don't know. And so basically I went to that park and I just kept getting freaked out. Like, I kept like being like, oh my gosh, these people are following me. And then I went to the wrong side of the park, and it was also like really, really, really hot. And so I was like sweating and I was getting really overstimulated, and I was also starting to feel like a little bit like it was too hot, like I was getting like heat exhaustion. I don't know. So also, I was trying to scooter there, but there are like boundaries that you're not allowed to cross on the scooter. So like the scooter just kind of like stopped on me, and then I had to walk the rest of the way to the park, and I was planning to walk around the park. So like by the time I got to the park, I was already kind of like, okay, I just walked all the way here. It was just a very stressful situation. I showed in the vlog that my mom picked me up in an Uber, and we actually got one of those self-driving Ubers, which was so weird, and I just cannot comprehend how those things work. It just does not make sense to me, especially in a city. There is no way that a car should be able to self-drive. I just don't get how it works. And it felt safe. Like the self-driving car felt safe, but I just don't get how. Anyways, the rest of the day from like 12:30 to like 4:30, I spent by the pool, and I finished my book, which was so good. I totally recommend. It's called The Bright Years. And I also did a little bit of like editing and just like spent time on my phone. I listened to music. I did go for a couple dips in the pool. Then I came home, I took a shower, and I hung out with my mom a little bit in the hotel room. I just picked up kava for dinner, and again, with my like anxiety thing, I had to go walk and pick it up, and I was so fucking stressed out the entire time. I think like this is a sign that I need to go home. Like I'm glad the trip is coming to an end, and I really did enjoy the trip, but I'm just getting so anxious. Like I cannot function in this city anymore. I don't know. Okay, I'm kind of being dramatic. It was fine. I lived, but it was a stressful walk. Anyways, I got my kava, and I'm gonna do a little taste test. The plan for the rest of the evening is my mom and her nurse friends, like all the nurses from Rhode Island that came to this conference, they're all going out for a really fancy dinner tonight. And I just did not feel like going because I was invited, but I just don't really have like an outfit fancy enough for the restaurant. They're going to Capitol Grill. I just also felt like I looked at the menu and I didn't really see anything I loved, and the food there is really expensive. So I didn't want to go and pay for a meal that I didn't even like. So I decided to just have a little night in. I have my takeout food and I'm going to chill. I might start watching the show We Were Liars on Prime Video because Maggie and Anna both recommended it to me, and they said it's super good, and I have read the books and I think the books are amazing. Okay, my bowl is looking really good. I can't even remember everything I put in it. It was 2 types of rice, brown rice and saffron. Oh no, it was 2 types of grains, black lentils and brown rice. And then there's feta cheese on top. There's hummus, tzatziki, and like eggplant dip, something like that. And then there's tomatoes, cucumbers, corn, broccoli. There's roasted vegetables like roasted mushrooms and roasted peppers, I think. There's pickled onions, and it came with a pita bread. That's what that is. And then I also got dressing on the side. And I've never tried kava before, but I've always wanted to try it. I've been really intrigued about it. Give her a taste test. I don't even know if they have kavas in Rhode Island, but I've seen like people on YouTube trying kava. Like there's this specific girl, Anna. I know you watch her, but her name's Kobe, and she runs, I think at like Michigan, or no, I think it's Missouri. She runs D1 at Missouri, and she always gets kava like when she travels with her team for races. And I've always been very intrigued because it looks good. And it's basically like a Chipotle type situation. Like I created this bowl, but it's not Mexican, it's Mediterranean. But it has a lot of the same things like rice and whatnot. There's also spinach and cauliflower. I don't really remember everything that went into this bowl, but it's very yummy. Oh, also asparagus. I'm so confused how there's this many vegetables in here. Oh, this is like really delectable though. I'm gonna look up if there's kava near me because I might be getting this like every day from now on. This is amazing. Mile 1, 9:56. Mile 2, 9:11. I just hit mile 3. Mile 4 was 9:29. 5 miles complete.
Are you ready?